Hello. So this morning, well, I guess this afternoon, we're going to be working on, or basically starting picking back up on working on our fence line. So we're probably going to aug out some more holes. Plan is to go pick up some wood for slats for the side of the wooden post as well, and then we're just going to slowly start building up our perimeter fence. But we figured that it would be nice, since we're now using the other side of the property as our entrance, to basically do the entrance pillars. So we're going to set the footers today. We're just going to do the concrete footer so that it has time to dry, and then we'll have to go get blocks and everything so that we can go ahead and build those two big entrance pillars. We can put our light up that goes on this side, and then our other private property sign that goes up here as well. So that's what pretty much plan is for today. So we'll take you along with us and figure out how this is going to go. The biggest thing is us trying to remember how we set up the other side. So that's going to be one of the little things of remembering all the measurements that we did. But Elijah went and picked up concrete and rebar, so we're going to get started. Okay, so as you can see, we have a string line running, and we have it running all the way down to the other side of the property, and we went ahead and we attached it to the pillar that's right there. And then we also went ahead, it's so far in front of this because if you recall, the big huge blocks stick out further up than this. So this little stake is at that front mark. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to dig out a 2-foot by 2-foot space, and then wherever the end of that is, we'll have to do the count to the end of the block, and then we'll measure our 12 feet because this one's going to be a 12-foot gate on the side. Once the 12-foot, wherever the 12-foot is, we're going to go and dig out another 2-foot space over there, and then we'll get both footers set and level, and then we'll just be waiting on blocks. So we have that first hole dug out. So right now Elijah is working on the second hole on this side. That is a 12-foot distance between the first one so that we can fit a 12-foot gate. Okay, so now that we have the rebar in there, we're gonna prop it up. We don't have little chair ties, so we're just gonna prop it up with some dirt rocks. Okay, so now that we have the rebar cut and the rebar is in, we went ahead and put rocks underneath the rebar so that they are lifted off of the dirt. So they're about in that middle point between the bottom of the slab and the top. So next we're going to mix some concrete up and get those poured in, and then we are done with that. It's getting a little bit hot outside, so we might go hang out, and then maybe before it gets dark, come back out and aug some holes for the side perimeter fence line. Okay, so we have that footer completed, and then we also have that footer completed as well. This one is bigger than the other one because the other one has a block wall. Well, so this one has the block wall that's right there, so there's no point of coming out this way if the block is going to be sitting right up against that wall. This one is going to be free floating without being attached to anything, so we want to make sure that that one had a nice big footer for it. So next we are working on getting the rebar into the concrete, since that one's pretty much almost set. But yeah, so we have the footers done and the rebar is in, and then same thing on the side, footers done, rebar is in. We put the rebar in while the concrete was a little still wet, so we just went ahead and braced it. The blocks and the weight on this one will probably leave like a little indent, but that's something that we can end up fixing with mortar, so we're not too worried about that. But yeah. Okay, so I think we are done for today. We'll probably come back out later and do some auging for the side fence posts that we'll be putting in as well. But yeah, I think that is it. So we will see you guys in the next video. Bye.